Welcome back, everyone, to a new learning video. Today, we are jumping right into the world of cloud file storage with AWS. We're going to be talking about a really powerful service that's designed to make your life so much easier, and that's Amazon FSx.
So let me ask you this. Are you still spending all that precious time patching operating systems, managing hardware, worrying about how to scale your on-prem file servers? It's just a constant headache, right? All that maintenance, all those upgrades. Well, guess what? There's a much better way.
And yep, that solution is Amazon FSx. The best way to think about it is like your own personal file server as a service. It gives you these fully managed, super high-performance file systems. And the cool part is, each one is specifically tuned for the different kinds of jobs you need to get done up in the cloud.
All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to kick things off with a big picture of what FSx is all about. Then we'll meet its 4 different flavors. After that, we'll figure out how to choose the right one, and we'll wrap up by tackling some common questions.
Okay, let's get into it. What is it that makes Amazon FSx such a game changer for shared file storage? Let's break down those core benefits.
You know, the real value here is just simplicity. When they say fully managed, they really mean it. AWS handles all that back-end work, so you can say goodbye to patching servers. Plus, it's built to be highly available, it scales right along with your needs, and it plugs directly into the whole AWS security ecosystem. And get this, you can even access it from your own on-prem data center.
All right, now for the fun part. Let's meet the family. See, Amazon FSx isn't some one-size-fits-all deal. Nope, it's actually a suite of 4 specialized file systems, and each one is engineered for a very specific purpose.
I like to think of these as 4 specialists in a toolbox, right? Each one is perfectly designed for a different job. You've got your specialist for native Windows, another one that's all about pure speed for high-performance computing, a third for those complex enterprise and hybrid setups, and finally, one for modern, super-fast Linux apps.
Okay, first up, let's talk about this specialist for any organization that lives and breathes Microsoft Windows.
Now, the key thing to get here is that this isn't some kind of imitation. It's a fully managed, native Windows file system. It speaks SMB, it gets NTFS permissions, and it integrates seamlessly with your Active Directory. So if you're running things like .NET apps, SQL Server, or you just need user home directories, this is absolutely your go-to solution. All right, next up, let's talk about the high-speed race car of the family, FSx for Lustre.
When your #1 requirement is just raw, blistering speed, Lustre's the answer. Seriously, we're talking massive throughput and sub-millisecond latency. This is absolutely critical for workloads like machine learning, big data analytics, or video rendering. Anytime you have thousands of processors needing to hammer the same data at the same time without creating a bottleneck.
Okay, now for the versatile enterprise expert in the room. This one is designed specifically for those complex and hybrid environments. So this is basically how you bring your existing enterprise storage superpowers directly into AWS. If your company is already using NetApp on-prem, this service makes that migration an absolute breeze. It supports multiple protocols, we're talking NFS, SMB, and iSCSI, and it comes packed with all those advanced features like deduplication and snapshots that your team is probably already familiar with.
And last but not least, let's check out the agile and cost-effective choice for all you folks running modern, Linux-based applications, FSx for OpenZFS.
This one is a huge favorite in the DevOps world, and it's all because of its speed and agility. It delivers consistently low latency, and it has these incredibly powerful and fast snapshot and cloning features, which, as you can imagine, is perfect for things like CI/CD pipelines, container storage, and all your dev/test environments.
So we've met the family. We've got 4 very distinct options. The big question is, how do you choose the right one for your job? Well, let's build a simple decision framework to make it easy. Honestly, this little table right here is probably the key takeaway. It simplifies the choice down to its basics. Are you living in a Windows world? Easy. FSx for Windows. Do you need maximum speed for HPC or machine learning? That's Lustre, no question. Migrating an enterprise NetApp environment or need to support multiple protocols? ONTAP is your answer. And for those modern, fast-paced Linux workloads, you're looking at OpenZFS.
All right, let's really lock in this knowledge. We're going to tackle a couple of common questions that you might run into, in a technical discussion or maybe even a job interview.
This is a fantastic question because, hey, both of them can serve files using the SMB protocol to your Windows clients. So what's the real deciding factor here? When do you pick one over the other?
You know, it really just boils down to this. If your entire environment is purely Windows-centric, and you absolutely need that deep native Active Directory integration, then FSx for Windows is the most direct, most optimized choice, period. But if you're in a hybrid environment, or if you need to serve files to both Windows and Linux clients using SMB and NFS from the very same file system, that's when ONTAP gives you that incredible flexibility.
Okay, and what about that integration between FSx for Lustre and S3? This is a really powerful feature that truly sets Lustre apart for big data processing workloads. So let's quickly break down how it works.
So here's the magic. You basically use S3 as your giant, long-term, super durable data lake. Then, when it's time to crunch some numbers or run a big job, you link your Lustre file system to that S3 bucket. And here's the cool part. Lustre transparently presents all those S3 objects as if they were local files. This lets your apps just chew through the data at incredible speeds. Once you're done, the results get written right back to S3. It is literally the best of both worlds. You get S3's low cost and durability with Lustre's insane performance.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Which of these specialized file systems is going to be the key to unlocking your next big project? Hey, thank you so much for watching this explainer. If you found this useful, do me a favor and let us know which FSx service you're most interested in down in the comment box below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into cloud technology.